all know that PSG run Parisian football, but it is time for a change. We are going to thrust Paris FC from the French second division into European superiority and make Paris FC the biggest club in the French capital. But it is clear that it is going to take a lot of work for us to get to that level. At least we've started with Conte. But lads, we have made our first signing as Paris FC manager. It is for Matisse Blanc. We have signed him from Stade Rennais for £3.2 million. Also, lads, you know Mr. Rebuild, but I'd like to introduce you to Monsieur Rebuild. Got to make a bit of a clean out in this first season though, so we can actually have some money to sign players. So we're going to sell our backup goalkeeper, Ivan Filipovic. Oh my god. That is not even a tough name. I think I just had a stroke. Meanwhile, Cyril Manduki is linking up with Vincent Kompany at Burnley. And our former starting striker, Pierre-Yves Hamel, is off to Brescia. I'm trying to get a nice young French core into this squad. So the latest player to join that core is going to be Alexis Becker, the defensive midfielder from Nice. We paid £2.9 million for him. Had to get a bit of Australian in the squad though, lads. I had to. It's a slight upgrade at the right back role. Nathaniel Atkinson joining us from Hearts. For me, this transfer window in this season is all about laying the foundations. I want the signings we've made in this window to be where we look back in 5-6 seasons, we're like, yeah, those signings were good. Like, they were worth the £1-2 million we spent on them. But we are in the promotion picture here on the 1st of January. Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves sitting third. We could be battling it out with PSG sooner than we initially thought. But well, we've had a big blow. One of our starting 11 players, our right midfielder Cabal, was only here on loan, and Stade de Reims have called him back. That hurts. He was 73 rated. Well, this Morgan guy actually looks like a beast. I'm okay with that now. He's actually really good. Crisis averted, lads. Crisis averted. And unfortunately, because we didn't have much money after our opening window, we were unable to offer extensions to Kante and Hanin, two of our starting defenders who are going to be leaving on freeze next season. So we're going to have to upgrade those positions immediately next year. We won the league. Nah, look at the points. Look at the points. It was a three-way tie for first position. 3 teams with 68 points. But we are headed up to Ligue 1 automatically, purely on goal difference. I'm kind of terrified. I think we needed another season or two in the second division to get our squad up. We might get absolutely smoked next season, but the challenge is there and we're going to be there to do it. But our big brother, the people that we are hunting, have won Coupe Nationale, PSG. PSG also won the Champions League. Julian Lopez is someone that I'm looking to move on next season and upgrade on, but he has had an insane season, 21 goals, and what a start to life for Matthias. We are saying goodbye to so many players though, so many players either signing pre-contracts or just flat out retiring. We genuinely have an almost impossible task in season 2. So we've got to somehow try surviving Ligue 1 with this team. Let's get to work. I think it was pretty obvious though, the first position we needed to upgrade was in between the sticks. So we've signed Jay Gorta from Ajax. We're also going to get an upgrade on the left back position. It is going to be the Hungarian defender Milos Kerkez. But we are saying goodbye to our current, well, not anymore, our former current highest rated left back. And this was honestly not down to his performance. This was just down to overall. Julian Lopez is off to Rangers. He hit 31. We had to do it. We've got this Diakite guy as well, who's 10 years younger and the same overall. So it makes sense. Gonna leave a little bit of money though for January to see where we are sitting in the table, whether we are even a chance of surviving relegation and whether certain players are growing. But it's gonna be a very interesting start to season 2, lads, because to be honest, this team is all right, we're still alive. Like, it's not as bad as I thought, but we've literally got 1 win. 7 draws. That hurts, but somehow we're only 6 points out of the relegation zone. I don't want to lay on our back and cop defeat and cop relegation after relegation. I want to go out fighting at the very least. So we're going to sell the South African midfielder Fury and use that to hopefully get an upgrade. Every overall counts when you're as garbage as we are, and we've gained 1 overall, lads. Got Dario Isugo from Sporting for £2.65 million. I'm stopping the simulation here. There is 1 game remaining in the Ligue 1 season. We need to win, and we are facing Lille. This is a monumental task. Are we going to get relegated? Will we pull off the impossible? Quick simming here. Against Lille, we've been relegated. So close to the miracle. But in season number 3, we're heading back to the second division. PSG are still the biggest club in France. Enjoy it while you come. We might have taken 1 step back, but we're about to take 8 steps forward. They've also won Coupe Nationale, which is ironic. PSG have literally done the treble and gone back-to-back in the Champions League. Are you kidding me? Despite the relegation, that is a very impressive season for Matisse Ablin. I'm really excited to see what he can do next season. I desperately want to make sure that if we get promoted back to Ligue 1 for next season, that we are almost bulletproof from relegation. We're going to go out and make a big signing on the left-hand side of the midfield. Fares Shabi is joining us from Toulouse. And we're going to bring another player down from Ligue 1. It is Isaac Toure making the move from Marseille. We have paid £7.4 million for his services. Look at the height, lads. Look at the height. 6'8". Isaac Toure is a giant in the back line, but it is our first player departure of the season. It is Maxime Benoit off to Auxerre. Another necessary addition to the squad, though. Our centre backs are now super strong. This guy's name is a tongue twister, but it is Alessandro Fontanarossa joining us here from Inter Milan. If this team here doesn't absolutely walk the league, then I would honestly be shocked. This team for League 2 standards is unbelievable. How are we not winning the league? We are in a worse position halfway through here in Season 3 than we were at this point in Season 1. I mean, we're still in the promotion zone, but I want to win the league by a country mile. And I blew our entire transfer budget in the summer, so I need the lads to pick it up. We didn't win the league, but we got promoted. And you know what? I can live with that. I can't live with, however, PSG winning another Coupe Nationale. I want us to go deep in this tournament one day, please. I swear, man, if PSG won a 3rd Champions League in a row, okay, Barcelona, that's cool. Ablin got essentially the same amount of goals in Ligue 1 that he did in the 2nd division, but at least he's up to a 78 now. All right, lads, here we go. Back to the top flight. 2nd attempt. Let's see if we can actually avoid relegation in Season 4. I think we're at the point with the squad now where our starting 11 is full of just quality youngsters. You're going to keep on growing. So I'm just cherry picking certain positions now to upgrade significantly every season. It's basically whoever's not growing is going to get upgraded. Johan Lepinen is the newest addition to the side, bringing him across from Lyon. Once again, keeping that French core. I'm going to sign 3 free agents. The first one, Timothy Bernard. The second, a centre back, Isaac Berger, 70 rated. And the third, someone I'm quite excited about. It could be Marco Reus's regen or maybe Thomas Muller's regen, but his name is Jacob Kohler, 17 years of age, 74 overall, German, and looks like an absolute beast. And we are going to say goodbye to one of the older players in the side, Johan Demonsi. We got a loan move very quickly for Jacob Kohler. He's off to La Liga for the next 12 months. I don't know whether he's going to get more game time playing at Sevilla compared to Paris FC, but I'm willing to give it a go. I'm going to be honest, lads. All I want this season is to survive relegation. Our team is coming together nicely. It is very balanced, but will it be enough to avoid the drop once again? Please. Oh, this is making my hair go grey. We're currently 2 points ahead of the drop zone on the 1st of January. Oh, this is going to be a bone-rattling season, isn't it, lads? Nathaniel Atkinson, I love you, but you are currently the weakest link in the squad. We've sold him to Newcastle United for £17.2 million, and I'm confident he'll do well there. Not a bad flip considering we signed him for like, what, 1.6 million or something in Season 1? And here we go, lads. We get our upgrade on Atkinson. It is going to be Tariq Lamptey joining us here from Brighton and Hove Albion. He's 1 year younger, 4 overall higher than Atkinson, but will he be enough to help us survive relegation? And in some devastating news, we're losing our 58 rated 25-year-old keeper. I don't know how we're going to recover from this, but we have had a monster second half of the season, lads, and have survived relegation by about 16 points, which you love to see. Let's go. Onwards and upwards here on in. Don't tell me PSG have won another Ligue 1 title, have they? Yes, they've done it easily. Only 2 losses all year, but they didn't win Coupe Nationale. And I'm really hoping they didn't win the Champions League either. They didn't. Yes, PSG's on the slide down. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Marseille winning the Europa League though, so maybe they're the up-and-comers in French football that aren't called Paris FC. Matisse Ablin was critical in our survival this season. 24 goals. Fair play to the kid. He's had a belter. A little loan action to kick off season number 5. Our 3rd string goalkeeper keeper off to get some experience. Lads, I never wanted to sell this guy. I wanted Xabi to be a star player for us from the time we signed him until the end of the rebuild, but unfortunately he wanted out of the club. So we have sold Fares Xabi to Borussia Dortmund for just £23 million. Board seems to be happy about it though. I'll take that. But in response, we're going to make a massive upgrade to this squad. It is going to be Jamie Bino Gittens doing a massive move, making a massive move and joining us here at Paris FC from Stade Rennais. We spent £43.1 million to sign the Englishman. Trying to get some of our free agent signings to get some growth as well. Isaac Berger off to Ajax for the season. And I didn't even want to loan out this guy. I was trying to transfer list him, but he was only accepting loan moves. So we're sending 29-year-old Warren Caddy to FC Utrecht for the season. I'm definitely selling his ass when he gets back. Another year, another loan move for Jacob Kohler. This year, he's off to Goodison Park. And we have sold Yusufa NDI to Sunderland. We've already cleaned out the left-hand side of the midfield. Granted, it was involuntarily, but we are voluntarily cleaning out the right-hand side of the midfield. Morgan is off to Parma. Everton, I have a bone to pick. You just loaned in our superstar attacking midfielder. Why do you want another attacking midfielder? I hope you're going to play Kohler. Don't let me down, Frank Lampard. Don't let me down. We are nearing the end of the transfer window and we finally get ourselves a new right winger. Ezekiel Zeballos is making the move from South American football to European football as the Argentine signs from Boca Juniors. I don't want to entertain the thought of being in a relegation battle ever again in this rebuild. It is time for us and this squad to climb up the table and start thinking about European football and most importantly, taking down PSG. We're sitting just above mid-table, lads. We're not in the relegation battle, but we're not in European football either. Let's make the push in the second half of this season and get ourselves there, please. Okay, so I was checking out our loan players, just seeing how they're going, and oh my god. Jacob Kohler has grown +4 in the first half of the season. Nah, I'm recalling him. Sorry, Everton. I'm recalling him and putting him ahead of Diakite. Kohler, oh my. I would be a fool not to, lads. I would be a fool not to put Kohler in the starting 11. Samir Chourubi didn't want to re-sign a contract and unfortunately is leaving us on a free at the end of the season. We might have snuck in to like maybe Conference League. I'm not feeling too good about that, but it's 8th. We're not in the relegation battle. We're moving on up. PSG, they finished 2nd. Okay, PSG, we're only, what, 26 points away from them. They're within jumping distance, not so much touching distance. Who got relegated? The relegated sides are Toulouse, Montpellier, Bordeaux, and Ajaccio. Stade Rennais winning an absolute banger of a Coupe Nationale. I really want to get in the picture. No, PSG eliminated us in the round of 32. Inter Milan have won the Champions League. Eintracht Frankfurt win the Europa, and the Conference League goes to Stade Rennais. Matisse Ablin, 21 goals, but most importantly, he is up to an 85 overall. I would love to know what his potential is at the moment. We are coming out of the gates absolutely swinging here, lads. Amadou Onana is joining us from Hertha Berlin, 84 rated. This is a signing that gets you into European football, in my opinion. And Onana coming into the club means we no longer need Alexis Baka. He was one of our first signings in charge of Paris FC, but now he is off to Atalanta. I told you guys I was gonna sell him. I'm a man of my word. And our third departure of this window is gonna be Gori, who is off to Hull City. I'm just sitting back here. We've made the one signing for the starting lineup in Onana. I'm just seeing who grows, where we're sitting in the table. We've got a bit of money, so we can make a splash in January if it's necessary. This is a great start. This is a very great start to the season. We sit in a Champions League position, but it is so tight around that Champions League spots. We need to make a splash. Now that we're in the hunt, we need to make sure we're there at the end of the season. Let's go Paris FC. I'm sorry, Jay Gorta. I've loved working with you, mate, but the offer was too good to refuse, and that was a position I was thinking about upgrading. £36 million for Jay Gorta. Let's go get ourselves a new shot stopper. I mean, we've got £74 million to do so. Let's make that money count. Let's go. Come on. We have our new highest rated player in the squad. It's Portugal and now Paris FC's #1 shot stopper, Diogo Costa. Man's 87 rated. We got him bang on his market value of 48.5 mil. We also spent a lot less than I expected to on Diogo Costa, so that's allowed us to spend £20 million on a backup striker in Mustafa Cisse. Welcome to Paris FC. I almost just said welcome to PSG. That would have been a problem. In season number 7, we're going to be playing Champions League football. Come on, Paris. 14 points behind PSG. We're also 14 points ahead of Lyon. That was a phenomenal second half of the season. Scrolling down the relegated sides, Lille almost got relegated. Yes, come on. We've finally won Coupe Nationale. Oh, this is the turning point of the rebuild, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea have won the Champions League. It's all English. Liverpool have won the Europa League, and Manchester United lost to Cluj. Is that the Romanian side? I think I've got a little bit of a man crush on Matisse Sublime, ladies and gentlemen. 23 goals, up to an 88 overall, but we can't discount 20 goals for Ezekiel Zeballos and 17 for Jamie Bino Gittens. The lads are on fire. I'm gonna let a bunch of these contracts expire for guys that, if I'm being honest, I could get free agent players that are younger and higher rated than them. I cannot wait for the next season, lads. Are we finally going to overtake PSG as the biggest club in Paris? I really want to see how far we can go in the Champions League this season, lads. So I'm going out and making an end game centre-back signing. It is going to be Castello Luqueba joining us here from Leeds United for £70 million. Only a B from the board, but my man is 86 rated. That is a nice upgrade. Also, fellas, I have signed a lot of free agent regen players for squad depth numbers and just to lift up our backup options. A rising tide lifts all ships. I've got a new standard with this squad where I want everybody 85 rated or higher. That means this is a big first half of the season for players like Tarek Lamptey and even our club captain Lebanon, who need to get themselves up into the 85 rated plus section. I'm pretty confident Cole is going to do it. But our bench is now looking strong, so I hope that we're able to contend with the fixture congestion we're going to have ahead. Speaking of, here is our first Champions League group for the rebuild, and it is not too bad. I mean, it's even, but it's not like we have Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich all in the same group. We've got Leverkusen, Anderlecht, and Fenerbahce. We should be getting out of this group. I really hope I didn't just jinx us. Also, lads, if you're enjoying this video and you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to stay tuned for future rebuild videos. Top of the group, very easy. Anderlecht have also breezed past the group and will be joining us in the last 16. But this is going to be a massive test. We've got Bayern Munich in the last 16. Anderlecht got Atletico Madrid. This is going to be massive. We are going neck and neck though with PSG for the crown of French League champions. Will we become the biggest club in Paris and France this season? Well, lads, the game is spoken. Tarek Lamptey hasn't grown at all in the first half of this season. Meanwhile, Johan Lepinen has gone up +2, so I know what I'm looking to make a move on in this window. And there it is, just like that, Tarek Lamptey is out of the club and is a Barcelona player. We got 47 mil though, that helps a lot. But here we go, lads. We get ourselves our upgrade at the right back position. It's a Frenchman, he's higher rated than Lamptey, and he's also 3 years younger. It is Mayo Gusto who is joining us from Borussia Dortmund. And that officially means our entire starting 11 is 85 rated or higher. What are we really made of though? That is the question. Bayern Munich are one of Europe and the world's best clubs. Are we on their level? The first leg is going to tell us a lot about that question. We are above their level. 3-1. And the man of the moment, Ablin, bags himself a brace. What a second half. We have got a massive lead here. Confidence is peaking. We're back at home at the Estadio Chalae and we're taking on Bayern Munich. Get us through to the quarterfinals and boost our ego. No way. No way. We have bottled that in unfathomable fashion and we've lost 3-0. We lost and are eliminated by Moise Kean in the 119th minute. Nah. That has just knocked my ego down monumentally. What? Come on. Yes, we have absolutely destroyed PSG here. We are now the big dogs in Paris. French champions, only 2 losses all season, and 11 points clear of PSG. That is unreal, and definitely makes me feel better after that Champions League exit. I'm buzzing, lads. I am absolutely buzzing. Nobody really notable besides Montpellier getting relegated. Unfortunately, we lost Trophy Champ at the start of the season to PSG, and Lille have won Coupe Nationale. Atletico Madrid did go on to win the Champions League, Leverkusen the Europa, and it is another French club, AS Monaco, getting some silverware. 26 goals and into the 90s. Matisse Ablin, at only age 26, is one of the best footballers on the planet, and potentially in this save, one of the best of all time, given his stats. I'm just in love with this team, man. In love. But I will not feel satisfied until we get ourselves a Champions League trophy. In terms of transfers this year, I want to make sure our squad is bulletproof. The first big signing is going to be a backup right midfielder. He's getting way much better of a, he's not deserving of a presentation like that. But regardless, it is Andreas Skov-Olsen joining us from Chelsea. We're also going to sign a backup left midfielder. It is going to be Michel-Ange Balikwisha. Apologies if I butchered your name, but Michel is joining us from Stade Rennais. Gets an A rating, and he is 82. Well, how's it say? Not good enough, but they want to give us an A. Whatever, hey, whatever. And it's the first of hopefully 2 Frenchmen joining us this window. Jaden Oosterwolde is joining us for 19.5 mil. And the second has joined us. It is Maxime Esteve joining us from AS Monaco as a backup center half. This team here, I need to get a little bit morale up, but this team here is the stuff of dreams. When I build a quintessential, almost perfect rebuild, this is what it looks like. Look how good our reserves are. The reserves are good. The bench is good. The starting 11 is unbelievable. We have to do damage this season. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. No excuses, just success. Our second year in the Champions League, however, Leipzig, Bruges, and Benfica stand in our way. Very similar group to last year, I must say. Okay, we have finished second in the group. That is concerning. We only got in by the skin of our teeth. That is not a good sign at all. Regardless though, we're alive. Who are we versing in the round of 16? We're versing Newcastle United. What? I mean, they probably have a crazy amount of money, but Newcastle United in the round of 16. Meanwhile, Leipzig get Atletico Madrid. We've got to get our act together in Ligue 1 as well. We've got more losses at the halfway point of the season this year than we did the entirety of last season. All right, here we go, lads. I was not expecting to say this, but we've got Newcastle United in the round of 16. They've got a pretty good side here. Isak, I'm assuming Enzo Fernandez. It's a decent side, but it's nothing insane. Touch wood. Quick simming the first leg at home, and we're behind 2-1 despite having over double the amount of shots and chances. What is going on with this team? I swear, lads, if we go out in the round of 16 for the second straight year, I am going to be fuming. I am going to be very upset. We're at St. James's Park. Don't do this to us, lads. Oh, where was this in the first leg? Why are you making me stressed for no reason? We've won 4-1 in the second leg. Oh, don't give me a heart attack like that again, FIFA. We have done a decent amount of business with Borussia Dortmund in this rebuild, but now we have to turn on our allies and take them out if we want to get ourselves into the semis. We've got a full strength starting 11 on the park again. The home leg. Do not make us as worried as we were in that first one, lads. Oh, come on. Strong start. Strong start. Strong start. It's a 2-all draw. It's a 2-all draw. I mean, it's all even as we head to the Signal Iduna Park, but I wanted to be in the lead. All right, lads, here we are. 6 days later. We're traveling away to Dortmund, the Signal Iduna Park, with a spot in the Champions League semi-final on the line. And why are we so much better in the second legs on the road? 3-0. We get through to the semis with confidence. I'm losing years off my life in this video. Oh, all right. 2 French, 2 Spanish teams remain. We've got Barcelona, PSG in the other semi-final, which would be cool in the final if they progress, but we just got to make sure we get there ourselves. Deep breath. First leg on the road at the Camp Nou. They've got a good side, Barcelona do. Oh, please. Strong first leg. Strong first leg. Tarek Lamptey in their starting 11 as well. And we have the lead. Would have been nice keeping a clean sheet, but Kulusevski gets them a late goal to make this a little bit more manageable for them. A bit of a blow, though. Jacob Kohler suspended for the second leg. We have got Skov-Olsen in for his first start of the season, and I tell you what, it is a big occasion. A spot in the Champions League final on the line. A draw or a win gets us to the promised land. And we get a win. Bino Gittins and Zeballos are going to get us a date with destiny with either Atletico Madrid or PSG. You could not write the script any better, ladies and gentlemen. We are versing our big brother, PSG, in the Champions League final. This would actually be the perfect way to win this rebuild. Taking a look around the grounds, Man City in the Europa League versing Saint Etienne. Feyenoord have won the Conference League. We finished second in League in this season. It's really a back and forth between ourselves and PSG. Meanwhile, I mean, Saint Etienne got third. Fair play. Nobody really huge getting relegated. We lost Trophy Champ at the start of the season on pens, and the Coupe Nationale has not been played yet, but it's between Stade Brestois and PSG. Our first signing of the rebuild, Matisse Ablin, is 95 rated and has scored 21 goals. This dude, look at that, out front three are all 90 rated. Oh, this is cooked. But it is time, ladies and gentlemen, the Champions League final. Let's get into it. It is the theater of dreams, where the Battle of Paris will be concluded and decided. Let's make sure we're on the right side of history. God damn, the ball control from Ablin is unreal. This dude is, you can tell he's 95 rated. He's playing it through. Bino Gittins hits the post. Oh, that would have been a dream start. The defender off to the shop's going to go back there. That was a delayed pass. We're going to put it in early though. Back post. Back post. Oh, what a save, Donnarumma. We red timed the finish as well, which makes me a little angry at myself. What a ball. What a header. What a save. This is unreal. We've got to watch PSG on the counter here. They've got some talent. That man there, Mbappe, is giving me nightmares. Thank God. If they keep passing like that, I'll be a happy man. I need somebody there. I need somebody there. We jump over it. Donnarumma's on steroids. Somebody test that man. How was he predicted and saved that? That is unbelievable. We should be like 3-0 up right now, lads. We need it. Oh, it's saved again. That was nothing though. He gets the touch. He gets the shot and it's another save. Donnarumma's killing it. Go on here. Zeballos is going to shoot it and it's another save. What is going on with Donnarumma? We green beam that one as well. Really want to get ourselves a well-deserved goal before halftime. Feed it through. Oh, we're not holding it. That's that pass. I do not want Kylian Mbappe and PSG getting an opportunity before halftime. They do not deserve it. They go for the long shot and force a standard save out of Costa. Switching the play brilliantly there. Gusto taking a nice touch. He's going to go through. That's a great ball. Zeballos. Zeballos is going to give us the lead. What a pass from Gusto. And we have got the lead in the 60th minute here of the Champions League final. Don't get them back into this game. Do not let them get back into this game. Well headed away there. Wow. Defending. Do not let them. Yes. Gusto is having a man of the match performance on our side. I mean, obviously, Donnarumma's man of the match for them besides that goal. But come on, let's not worry about man of the match. Let's worry about getting a second goal. Back post. Cole Lyons 2-0. He green beams the header. And our wonder kid that we found is going to surely make us the #1 club in not just Paris, but Europe. Oh, we've done it, lads. The referee blows the full-time whistle, and Paris FC are champions of Europe. This is the best rebuild we have made in FIFA 23. So happy to be back making monster rebuilds for you guys. This is the most fun I've had creating content in a very long time. But here it is, lads. The moment we've been waiting for. Lebanon is gonna make us champions of Europe and the biggest club in Paris. Oh, you love to see it. Lads, click here to subscribe and make sure you click here to watch another rebuild video.